Okay, this is gonna be my guide to Overseer. I'm gonna try my best to get you through and into the medium, and as well as like figure other shit out. So I just basically entered this. So first I'm gonna change my color. Basically how we do that is we go here, go to red. I usually like to use red because it's kind of the color I prefer. The symbol, I have no clue what this does. So far, I've played this game a good amount of time, and this has no relevancy whatsoever. I haven't even seen it, so waste time. That's for later stuff. Okay, so first what we're gonna do is we're in the server, and our goal is to build up our house and just like kill our denizen. You know, basically just spurb shit. But we need a server player and a server client. But for now, I'm going to be my own because I don't think anybody else knows, you know, what they're doing yet. But I hopefully will clear that up and I'll show them what to do. So I think that should be good. Okay. So now I'm my own server player and client, kind of like Caliborn, I guess, something like that. We need a computer. So we go to item catalog and we go to all items and we look for a computer, wherever that may be. There it is. And then what the fuck did it go? Okay, capture log it. Okay, then we go to inventory and then we go, so this is our inventory. These two like action bars where you do shit, these are the same thing. There's no difference between this one and this one. I don't know why they have two. It just makes it confusing. I'm gonna drop this. You don't have to select for you. It could be nobody in particular. So now it's in my room, and now we can drop shit in the game. Okay. So now we're gonna drop our stuff. And honestly, a lot of this stuff I am not 100% sure what everything does. But I know exactly how to get in the medium, and then it kind of just becomes irrelevant. So then, after we drop that, we go to Spurb Client, and we have the Crux Shooter, Totem Lathe, and Alchemitor. We try to open the lid, you know, that doesn't work with your hands, so what you want to do is go to Portfolio, and this is where we set our Strife Specibus. Now be careful, because once you set your Strife Specibus, you can't change it for the rest of the game, and I think only time you'll get to wield another type of weapon is when you reach God Tier, because that's how God Tier works. I have no clue what kind of weapon I want to use. Let's see. I was thinking just rifle kind again, I guess. Yeah, I guess so. I love guns, so I'm going to go rifle kind. And then what we want to do is we want to go to Item Catalog. And we want to find a rifle, and now it's sorted by, as you can see, sorted alphabetically, so B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, Q, R, S, blah, blah. Rifle kind, there we go. So now we have a rifle, and now we want to go back to Portfolio. We're going to add it to our Strife deck, and we're going to equip it as our main weapon. Okay, so now it's in our hand. So now we can open our Crux Shooter. Ta-da! Now we have our Colonel Sprite thing, I guess. Then we want to go to make our sprite, and this is odd. This is, you know, this should be pretty self-explanatory. This I am not 100% sure, or this, but I usually go 250 for my sprite power. So, what do I want to? I like tend to do stuff in my room. So, let's see. What if I do Darth Vader helmet? Because apparently I have one. Vader sprite. My boy. Breathing noises. Because description doesn't matter. Or this. Give him 250. That should work. And then for powers, just choose whatever looks the best, I guess. I kind of just choose watery health gel because I have no clue why. Help. Okay, now we have Vader Sprite. Now, we're going to move on to our next step, which is to produce a Cruxite Dow. So now we have that. I'm trying to remember what we're supposed to do. I think we go to alchemy. Okay, here's what we do. We go to inventory, and we get our captcha log card, right? Ta-da! We scan this code. Copy that. We go to alchemy. We paste it in here. Go. And this produces our Cruxite artifact. And then we go to inventory. Go to the Cruxite artifact. Captcha log that baby. Then we're going to use the Cruxite artifact on ourselves. And now we're ready to end the game. So, land of, what do I want to do for my land? Land of, fucking shit. Okay. Consort, color species, Barbies. Primary grists. These don't matter. Well, they probably do, but honestly, I have no clue how it works. I like to do oil and liquid, because I don't know. Don't really mess with these. You can choose any type you want, but I think if we all choose the same type of, like, grist, the stuff we get would be easier to share, because it would all require the same grist. Okay, enter. Okay, now we are in the medium. So, we have stuff to do, but at this point we can take it easy. I'll tell you what everything is. Basically, what we want to do is to level up in this world, we fight imps. And basically, we usually do. This increases like the power it has, and this is the base power it has. So you always want to start out with a level 1 imp. I'm gonna teach you how everything works. So this is the imp. Offense, defense 2, health vial 100%. 11 is our offense and defense. This should be pretty easy. We also have our Vader sprite who adds on to our power. So together our power is 61. Now, these can be confusing, but basically the lower this one is, like if I choose Assault, that'll I think double my amount of power, and then all of the like these to like a lesser degree. These minus, that means when we do attacks, it lowers our regular fatigue, and our fatigue is, it affects our defense and basically lowers it. So, and the way you get it back up is it slowly like regenerates over time, or when you battle like monsters in the dream world or on your moon, I guess, it'll raise it in the regular world and vice versa. So it's a bit confusing at first, but try not to mess it up too much. Okay. Should be easy win. Okay, now we got grist. Yeah, yeet. Okay, good. And I might have lowered our health. Let's see. Okay, yeah, load our health. I'll get to that later. Oh shit, I forgot to change my color. Okay. What else? We basically endlessly do that. We also recover it in the dream world, our health. As you can see, I went up a rung on my actual ladder, by the way. I'll show you how the process works, or just for me. We can select multiple enemies. Let's see the power level. This is the best way to level. Okay, so this is your base power level. It's 2. So we could fight 2 imps or carapace ants at once and handle it. First 3 would be a bit more of a challenge, but 2 should make it easier. Okay. I'm gonna lose. Yeah. What if I do this? Will that make it easier? Nope. Okay. And then this is also how we get money. When we beat moons or enemies on the moon, that's how we get money. We can also climb rungs on our echelon ladder. These aren't affected and stuff until you like go to another tab, so that's why I do like character profile. See? Okay. What else? Stuff to know. You use grist to build up the house. So basically, to wake up like and go to sleep, you just click on this and then you move to another tab. So it'll look like I'm still in Durst, but I'll move to another tab and I'll be awake because I was just asleep. Okay, so I have 222 build grist, and then we just use that here, and this will build up my house with 222. And I already reached my first gate because I'm a natural baller or something like that. I don't know. Once you reach your first gate, you can click here to enter the gate, and you're in. Now, once you enter the first gate, you can also go to dungeons, and dungeons is where you can get loot. This is how you move around in them. It'll say what happens above here. Now, the enemies are very, very hard, and I am nowhere near ready for these. Honestly, I have no clue how I got that much grist. Oh, that's not good. Help. Okay. I usually just abscond from these, which is just run away. Now, when we find too many enemies and we can't do anything, I move away. And if we're just surrounded by enemies, I just kind of leave the dungeon, which is what I advise you to do. And now leaving a dungeon will reset it. So when you go back to a dungeon, it's randomly generated again. So you also get loot from here. That's really helpful for later. And geez, I should actually probably try and find loot so I can show you how to equip it. Let's see. Damn. Bad luck. This might take me a minute, so sorry. I'll try and do my best. Please. Please, good RNG. Okay. We got a PDA and boonbucks. Cool. Can I get something I can equip? No. A lot of the items in here are like user-made stuff, which is pretty cool. Let's see, more dungeons. Darn it. Well, basically, I'm gonna just show you what you would do if you do get items that you can equip. You would go to Strike Portfolio, and then you'd equip them here. See, I got a PDA. This isn't like something you can equip. You no longer need this. You can like empty that out. If you have stuff in your inventory you want to empty out, you would recycle it. I'll show you what that means. So this is basically useless for me, and we just recycle that. What else? Now, alchemy is really confusing, and honest to God, I have no clue how alchemy works, like this alchemy. I know if you have a code and you can create it, basically I'd take like a code from an item. Let's say somebody sends me an item, I like copy the code, I paste it in here, but I'd also need the grist to make it. That's why I recommend we all use it like the same type of grists. We can also find a list of items, not there, in the item catalog, weapons, blah blah, items in general. Some of them are useless, kind of just for fun. But where you get your main loot from the dungeons, and you basically want to keep leveling up here as much as you can, then move to the moon, move back and forth. Eventually you can make spells with your aspect. It's a bit more confusing. These are frame motifs, these are like your powers. I have nowhere near enough money for that. Aspect patterns where you make your spells. And I really don't know how they work. It's a bit confusing, to be honest. This is our, I'll go back to a session, how it works. Okay, we have all these people in, right? And nobody's like set up yet. Nobody's part of the chain. Now the chain is this thing that we can view. Oops. Anyways, blah blah, there's our session. I will eventually set server players and clients for everybody. Oh wow, this is cool, everybody's in. Or a lot of people are. Once we get settled in, and then we'll build for each other. Basically the way it would work is I would be strifing, I'd get grist, and then depending on how much build grist I have, my server player would build my house for me. And then I'd do the same for my client or whatever. You can also wire grist to other players. You just have to type in their name, the type of grist, and how much. That could be useful for building items, I guess. What else? I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, with money, you can also hire consorts. Consorts. Mercenaries, here. Yeah. It's 100,000 boon bucks. Boon dollars, I mean. And they, like, collect stuff for you. I think they collect grist. I don't have enough money. And also 10,000 plus for every consort, so you can't just, like, infinitely make them. I wish I could show you, but I can't. I'm gonna wrap this up soon. Let's see. Character profile. Sprite. I think you really just should leave your sprite alone at this point. Yeah. There's nothing much you should, like, else you could do. Let's see. I guess that's about it. Trying to think. Yeah, I guess that's it. Okay. So that is my guide to getting the medium and overseer, and basically what we'll be doing. I'm going to go make our session chain link thingy, and hopefully not fuck it up too bad. And peace out.